spat on. That's the problem. Without getting spat on. And the way I do that is I make him come to me. What the? You got 2 turns in a row there. Acid damage. Okay. Kinda where I was last time. Ouch. There we go. No! You're trapped. Trapped, I say. No! He's running. There we go. You guys are dead. This place is clean. I'm taking what's in your nest. A lucky charm? Huh. Doesn't even need to be equipped. It's just, well, +1 luck. Well, I'd say I needed some luck to do that. So let's go out here and check out what's going in this direction, and then we'll go and see if I can report to anyone that I've cleaned the mines. Because I am an efficient agent, and I want to see Dry Peak prosper, right? That's what I'm here for. Well, I'm actually here to do a report, but if it's a positive report, it will shine better on me. Orcs, Dry Peak mines, the door, knock knock. Probably a storage house. Venom thorns, I'll take. Steel javelins. Bars of iron. Okay, there's a place. This goes to Sharon's Grove. We don't need to go there yet. This goes to the Salt Marsh. Also don't need to go there yet. Oh hey, a servile. Fellows works in the fields. Being around rogues is very upsetting. The serviles, it takes a lot of work to keep them under control. You try to talk to the serval, but it don't learn much. They're generally simple creatures. Poor fella. Farmhouse below has been excavated from the rock in the cliff face, no doubt using servile labor. The owner of the farmhouse, not surprisingly, he spends a lot of time armed. He must be a very determined person to keep running his farm out here, considering what has been happening. You look surprised when you walk in. A shaper? Out here? That's a pleasant surprise. Glad to see you. I'm Chipar. Welcome to my home. Why are you still out here? This is my land. I'm not going to give it up because of some rogues. They're not so tough, and I'm pretty good with a sword. I'm not going to pretend it's been easy, but I'm surviving. How are you doing running this farm? Our crops are as good as anyone's around here. You know how little that means. The rogues have learned to leave me alone or get punished. My main problem is keeping the serviles under control. What's happening with them? They're terrified. Rogues scare them? Really scare them. And even though I'm here to protect them, I have tools to keep them in line, though. Sometimes I have to be a little harsh, but it's necessary. Seems cruel to me. Well, he hasn't actually said what he does. He just says he has tools. So what? Shackles? That's pretty lenient as far as things with shapers go. Strong hand. Anything about this area. There's a forest to the south. I haven't been in there much. There's a lot of nasty creations in there, but not rogues. They left me alone when I went in there, but it still makes me nervous. So here's the mines. It's a mess in there. Not anymore. West of the wasteland, there's a lot of rogues out here, and they're all nasty. I could handle them, but it's always a tough fight. Too tough. What's beyond the wasteland? No idea. Never met someone who's been out there. Could you help me get past there? That's tough. I'd like to, Shaper, but I'd like to do anything that would help you. Help us. My farm needs looking after, though. I should stay here. Maybe later. I can't afford his help right now anyway, but it's pretty awesome that I could hire help. Belt, tunic, cloak, robe. Some icy crystals. I'll borrow those. By borrow, I mean permanently borrow. Interesting to see a guy running a farm out here. Got some bales of grain or hay, whatever. Those are bales of some sort of plant matter. And there's a barrel with meal in it. Okay, let's go here, then here. Pick up that iron I dropped. And then head back to Dry Peak and let's see if I can let anyone know that I've cleared the mines. Oh, probably that guy right at the entrance. Hey, you. Hello. Nope, can't tell you. I wonder if I could tell anybody. You never know, I just kind of made it like an unofficial quest. Oh, I leveled up again. Let's get... Dexterity to 5 and Blessing Magic to 2. Actually, no, let's save a point. Here's some iron. 400 coins. Not bad. Take that, and those, and that, and I'm keeping the lucky charm, but I'll sell you that. And you are a quartermaster. It's a town quartermaster. Looks like he was once a merchant before he got forced to adopt his new role. His clothes are covered with flour and spiders of food. He looks tired. Welcome, Shaper. I'm Alistair. I'm in charge of supplies. I don't have much to sell, but I do have a few things. Huh. Some living tools. That's always good. I'll take 6. Is that like a nest? Nothing in it. Well, anyway, I cleaned the mines. Eventually they'll notice, right? Also, I got experience for picking the lock. I'm glad they added stuff like that. You also get experience for disarming mines in this, I think. Let me see if I can go tell Zachary that I cleaned the mines. If not, then, you know, whatever. Not a huge deal. Nope. That's okay. You see if I can afford any training. That acid really helped me. No spells. Burning spray. Improve days too. that was productive, and we got a new kind of item. Now we have 3 luck. I'd say the next area we're going to go through is to the west. Since I'm not seeing anything else, Fetch Iron Bars, search Dry Peak Valley, source of rogue. I haven't found a smart servile yet. I had a suspect, but other than outright threatening him with punishment, I'm not sure what I can do. I probably have to talk around some more. Turrets guarding the front door. Flat, dry patch of land is where Dry Peak has tried to grow most of its crops. They have had a small amount of success, very small. The food they have grown out here is enough to keep the people barely alive, but never actually happy. Of course, right now they aren't even doing that because of the rogues. There isn't a single servile working out in the fields. The crops have been left to live or die on their own. Right now they're choosing to die. Well, that's not good. Come on, orcs. You don't all need to take a turn. There we go. No. Ocean works. 2 living tools to get in there. If I could find another speed pod, that would be pretty sweet. I don't think that was worth it. Leave that alone. Instead, continue the hunt for rogues. Enter a forest of the twisted, wiry trees that forest large parts of this area. These trees are one of the few life forms the Shaper's made out here that can live on its own. Unfortunately, they are more weed than anything else. Bones on the ground and the sounds of growling and hissing make it very clear that these woods are infested with rogues. A brave and determined Shaper would immediately walk in, determined to instantly destroy the rebellious creations. How brave and determined you are, of course, is up to you. Enough to do that. Get out of here. Enemy is visible. Oh, hey Thad. Bye Thad. Curing pod. Always good find. I'm gonna find a spawner out here. I thought that was a Shalloweye thing. Some living tools. Oops. Didn't mean to walk that far forward. Oh well. Worked out okay. Drop the crystal. And a living tool and a corpse. Boots, iron shield, I don't need any of that. I've got that stuff. I've got that boots. Which aren't particularly special, but it's a nice enough find early on. Get out of here. Where'd you come from? Go. Crags. Ooh, I didn't want to go to the crags. Thank you. Ow. Very rude. A dead servile. Clearly expired due to burns from a fire attack. Although the servile was armed, it had a sword in one hand and a baton in the other when it died. It's very strange. Why would a servile be armed? And armed with an upgrade for me, even. I wonder why a servile would be armed. It's mysterious. Juniper doesn't know anything about this. Sure, I'll open that. Give me a second. No! Rats! I guess that was worth it. Nothing in here. A couple of gemstones in an oven for some reason. Bale of hay, barrels, bag of meal. Hey Del, for all the difficulties Dry Peak has had lately, you are surprised that the Dry Peak gate is guarded only by one woman and a pair of turrets. He's a very competent and well-armed soldier, to be sure. Nods you when you approach. Greetings, Shaper, I'm Del. Be careful out there. She waves a hand towards the wasteland to the west. It is not safe. You the only guard here? Quite. You're only just outside Dry Peak. One shout and I will have support in moments, but I don't think I'll have to do that. Why don't you think so? These rogues won't ever come near here, not even close. I can keep a constant watch, but Fires and thoughts stay well away from the city gates. Okay. Tell me about this area. It's farmland. She had not good farmland. Terrible. But it was ours. Then the rogues started hunting and picking off our serviles, so we pulled them all into the city. What would I have to do to pass through this area easily? Well, finding the sources of the rogues would be ideal, of course, but cleaning out the rogues in the woods would be a good start. What about the rogues? Come from the woods out there. They come out, wander around, duck back in. Be careful if you head out to the west. You'll run into patrollers before long. I don't need help hunting the rogues. I already took care of them. I am a trained, competent Shaper agent. Although the rogues are coming from in here. Just have to poke our noses in and see. And also, Del is a frickin' monster, 647 health. Infested woods. That sounds promising. Well, guys, I think I'll leave it off when we are just poking our noses into the infested woods. I will talk to you next time. I'd say this is going pretty darn well for our newbie agent here. I've got big plans for Juniper, but you'll have to wait and see what they are. And also, the little text I came up with in the video before this that's going up at the beginning of the playlist is not really canon to the story. Obviously, it's just something I made up. But I'm going to keep doing it, though, because it's fun. Alright? Just so you know, some of the story elements that play out won't match exactly what happens in the little text bits that I come up with. But there you go. You You all take care. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.